Your CV is the first introduction and the first impression you can make to a potential employer, so you need to make sure it stands out and impresses. I worked for over 20 years as a recruitment consultant, and I know what CVs make the grade and which don't. In this video, I'll show you how to write an outstanding CV that sets you apart from the competition and gets you noticed. Hopefully, this video will help get you your dream job. Before we start looking at how to write a good CV, it's worth considering the job application process and who initially reads your CV. Many medium to large size companies and recruitment agencies use databases with keyword search optimization generators. So often, your application will land in a database and the system will select the most prominent or relevant candidates based on keywords within your CV. So it's important that your CV identifies the keywords relevant to your experience and/or the job you're applying to. Otherwise, it will never see human eyes. Internal recruiters are prolific at speed reading and scanning for the keywords and phrases that relate to the job they're sourcing for. They will fly past all the soft skill speak, such as good communicator and team player, and only have eyes for the specific industry keywords that relate to the job. Human resource departments. Much like an internal recruiter, a member of the HR team will have a skills list they're working from and will scan read CVs to see how many of them have the skills on the job specification list. Now, the hiring manager is ultimately the person you want to see your CV, but many organisations will have filters in place, namely one or more of the previous stages before your CV lands on their desk. The hiring manager will know exactly what they're looking for and will want to see what your current capabilities are now and your capacity to add value to their current team and department. So this is where your professional skills, experience and achievements become relevant. Don't worry about soft skills too much at this stage, as hiring managers look for these during the interview process. In many cases, your CV will go through all of the filters I mentioned before, so your CV needs to take into consideration the nuances of all the potential audiences. Right. Let's help you write that winning CV. Before you start to write or update your CV, you will need to go and research the current job market in the industry and sector you're interested in. Research all the current live job vacancies from relevant job boards to see what the common requirements are in your chosen field. What skills and experiences are they asking for? You could also speak to a specialist recruitment agent and ask them what the top 3 things employers are looking for in your particular industry sector. Is it certain qualifications, experience, or a mental aptitude? Knowing these things will help you identify what's needed. List the specific industry hard skills and leave out the soft skills for now, as these will be too generic. Your CV should look professional, be succinct, and easy to read. Set it out clearly so it's easy for recruiters to select keywords and phrases of interest. Avoid lengthy paragraphs and instead use bullet points, as they will be easier on the eye and more concise. Word or Google Docs are the most universally acceptable compatible formats to write your CV. Don't use fancy fonts or colours. You don't need to add a photo of yourself. Don't include any sensitive information such as religion or sexual preference. Don't include your hobbies or interests. You don't need to provide your marital status or your full address or your date of birth. And avoid using cliche phrases such as hardworking or team player. Do use black clear font on a white background. Do use bold headings to section your CV. Put your full name at the top of your CV and include your contact details at the top under your name. An email and phone number will suffice. You just need to provide the city that you live in. There's no ideal length to a CV, but most agree 2 sides of A4 paper is appropriate. Many recruiters see hundreds of CVs a day, so keep it concise. And also, many busy recruiters skim read CVs initially to pick up the ones they'll read in depth later. So this will help yours go through the first sift to the yes pile. Start with a professional profile, a short introduction into who you are professionally. This should be a summary of your work experience, skills and knowledge, and will give employers an overview of your industry related skills and what you can offer them, and excite them to find out more. 5 to 10 lines should be sufficient. Add the key industry popular terms you learned in your research that you have experience in. Provide a short bullet point list of your core skills. Keep them focused on hard skills for now. Soft skills such as good communicator or team player aren't relevant yet. Keep them short, sharp and easy to read. Tailor these phrases to the specific roles you're applying for. Include specific IT skills, any languages and specific industry sector skills and knowledge. Your career history should be in reverse chronological order, with your most recent position first. It should demonstrate your ability to apply your skills and experience in the workplace and the value that you add. Put more information in your most recent roles and less in your oldest. Your most recent role gives a more accurate portrayal of your capabilities, and this will be of most interest to potential employers. Substructure each element of your career history with the name of the organisation you worked at, your job title, and the dates you worked there. Provide a basic description of the role you perform there, who and what the company does, and how your role fitted into that organisation. Then list your key responsibilities in bullet point format, keeping the information concise. Finish with the key achievements and contributions you made in employment there. You should cover all the meaningful metrics that will appeal to your potential employer. Try to quantify them with facts and figures such as if you managed a team, how many people were in your team, how much money you saved or revenue you gained, did you improve output or reduce waste, if you were in charge of a budget, how much was the budget? Or if you were responsible for buildings, what was the square footage? What processes have you worked on and what have you improved? If you had KPIs, what were they? Were they met, exceeded? What level of customer service support did you achieve? Numbers and facts help indicate the scale of the work you did. Your qualifications and educational information should be towards the bottom of your CV. It should be a simple bullet point list of your qualifications and the year in which you obtained them. If you don't have much work experience, then it would be wise to spend more time on this section and provide more information. Hopefully now you know how to write your CV to appeal to recruiters and hiring managers and land your dream job. Good luck.